Today, folks, today is the Royal Veil Entrance Exam Day. That means something to someone. I heard it. It means something to someone. Maybe you have a kid like me who is 11 years old, and maybe you live somewhere like I do, the world of NDG. And NDG's got a lot going for it. It's got parks. It's got some decent restaurants, finally. It's got apartments that are just like hardwood floors. They just go for days. We don't have high schools, and when you have an 11-year-old, we do have high schools. We've got high schools that are actually in Westmount. We've got high schools that are private and cost so much money, and we've got schools you have to do tests to get into. It's a problem. It's a no man's land. That is pretty NDG, I guess. I have this brilliant daughter, Ella, who doesn't know that she's a brilliant daughter, Ella. She does so well. She tries so hard. She works so hard. And knowing that this test was coming was fine until her first 2 days of school when she learned how stressed out everyone else was. And so last night was rough. Last night was tough. Last night she was talking about how bad she is at math. And I'm like, you're not bad at math. And I knew that this is the moment I need to just open up, right? Like I just need to like expand out, and the fatherly wisdom will just pour out of me. And I searched my mind for what are the words of wisdom that my parents gave me. And growing up in the suburbs in the 80s were weird. My dad, by the time we were in high school, his favorite thing to tell us when we'd complain about just anything is, well, sons, we were never that bad to you. It's not, we fed you. Well, we never hit you or anything. I'm like, this is like low-hanging fruit. I mean, I'll take that to heart, I guess, but no, that's not where we got to go. I think about my mom. My mom was quiet, sarcastic, could be so cynical as well. And I've got this real vivid memory driving to school with her. I was one of those kids. Driving to Christmas Park Elementary, and in grade 6, I'm sitting in the front seat, 80s, in the front seat of her Ford Escort, and I'm feeling all good, because today is the day, folks. Today is the day of the big oral presentations, the public speeches. And I came up with a great idea. I really practiced it all last night. I am so ready to go. I'm a middle child full of unjustified confidence. I am going to kill this thing. As I'm rocking on this nice, soft, fabric-y station wagon seat, my mom slows by the entrance, and she turns to me and she says, "You know, Matthew," and it's one of those moments. It's one of those moments. My mom's going to open up. She's going to give me one of these brilliant pieces of life advice that will forever shape me. And she says, "Matthew, I just want you to know that if this doesn't work out for you, if you lose, that's fine." And it's gone. Like all the joy, all the unjustified confidence, all the love in the world is out of me. And I run out of the car, and I blow it as badly as I probably should, considering I'd been practicing only one night previously, which is fine. It doesn't change the world. I'm not like raised on the shoulders of my peers. I'm not the champion of public speaking at Christmas Park Elementary School. But this line has stuck with me. If you lose, it's fine. And I start to realize, like, this is a real piece. This is like a go-to piece of wisdom for my mom, because it comes back in grade 7 when I'm like the only grade 7 auditioning for the high school play. It comes back in grade 11 when I'm running for for the student council president. And you know what, folks? I lose those too. By the end of high school, I'm convinced that my mom is a curse, and I swear, like many teenagers, to never tell her anything that means anything to me ever again. And I know, like, it's ridiculous. Like, I have many other failures. I don't tell her about any of my early terrible relationships. They didn't work out either. But I'm convinced that she was the curse in this whole young life. So as I'm sitting there in my kitchen, in my NDG eternal hallway apartment, I'm like, Ella, I gotta say something here. So first, I do the wrong thing, and I try to tell her why she's actually good at math, and that doesn't work. You know, mansplaining to somebody that they're actually good at a thing that they don't feel confident about, not a good strategy. X. So then I go on to, talk about all of the other great options. So if it doesn't go well, no, still no. And finally, the answer hits me. I just listen. I just listened to my daughter, and I let her talk about all of the things she's worried about, all of the things her friends are saying, all of her out of proportion, big feelings, but real feelings. And guess what? I don't solve them. I don't solve any of them. I listen to her, I hug her, and I say the honest truth. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but no matter what, I'm here for you. Your family is here for you. We love you, and we're going to be okay. I don't know if I fixed anything. I didn't say anything that's going to stick with her or scar her for life. I double-checked before coming here. But I do know this. She woke up this morning. She was fine. She was excited. She went to that exam, came back saying, I still hate math. Thank you.